بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. A believer is always working towards the optimum and he doesn't get caught. He's very cautious not to be lured, not to be caught, not to be trapped, not to be ensnared in the plotting of shaitan. So with regards to technology, it is said that the smaller the screens, the less the brains, the bigger the stomachs. Has technology made us functional human beings or fictional? Everything is just a fallacy, it's a dream, it's a Hollywood, it's a Bollywood, and they lived happily ever after. So the real life and the dream life, we have to identify. Mata'ul ghurur, the life of this world is a deception. So the people of Iman are vigilant. They are advanced with regards to Akhirat. Nature today, because of the overdose of technology, people have gotten into the culture of sitting and just concentrating on their devices. So very ill people, very sickly people need tablets, and the entire day is passed just sitting. So if we go back in time where we had a garden, you had to plant your food, you had to seasonal wise modify and work around the different challenges. So it made people skilled, it made people healthy, it made people natural. The cow that you are milking, the cow, everything was an effort, and it was progressive effort. The end result and the physical day-to-day things. Nowadays we want everything ready-made, instant. So you get your instant tea, you get your instant coffee, instant meals, instant loans. We want results immediately. Before, man used to hunt for survival, fish for survival. Now people survive for hunting, they survive for fishing. That's their life. It's become a pastime and entertainment and a hobby. People go to work, so from the time you wake up to going to work, traveling, sitting 1-2 hours in traffic, then get to work, sitting, then come back to work, switch on the television and sit, then busy on the cell phone, sitting. Even our eating is against sunnah. We sit on the table, we don't sit on the ground under the dastarkhan and eat. Even our toilets, relieving oneself is against sunnah. The squatting position on the ground, the low pen compared to the western high toilets, that also we need to sit like rajas and kings. So normally in the olden days, people used to walk, they used to ride horses. Very healthy, very beneficial, very good spiritually as well. And there's a lot of rewards, and those chapters we've done with regards to horse riding, etc. So everything was done was healthy. Now everything is unhealthy. We still continue our unhealthy lifestyle, but find avenues to glorify our health. By saying I go for gym for 30 minutes on a Sunday morning early, I do this here. We don't need a short boost, we need a lifestyle change. So the people of Iman know what's good for them. They don't get caught in all these gadgets, these instruments of batil. Does television tell you a vision of the devil? And when you press every channel, is it channeling, is it a propaganda machine to channel their ideologies? And you need satellite TV, so it's set alight, it sets alight, it burns your Jannah. Is somebody in front of a screen so they can screen you? They know your every move, they know your movement, they know your actions, they know your likes, they know your dislikes, and they want to reprogram you. So the different channels to reprogram you, different programs on the screen while they are screening you. So this is an era of self-gratification, instant. gratification where the nafs is fed and the hearts get darker and darker. Eventually a person's heart becomes so dark, khatam Allah, there's a seal placed, and no matter how much you encourage and tell the person, they'll find reasons to justify their wrong. So Allah gives us opportunity to make tawbah. Allah brings the signs in front of us. It is for the intelligent to take lesson. So if we see even the history of television, how it is initiated, go back into time from Project Paperclip, where the CIA had their agendas, where certain ideologies were implanted, and they funded a lot of projects, to MK Ultra, to honeypot brothels. We need to study, go back in time. It's a topic on its own, but just a brief summary. Look at Hollywood. It's a elite group of people run by satanic pedophile people that are trying to dictate the lives of humanity. Look, research Jeffrey Epstein, Pizzagate, Corey Feldman, Prince Andrew, etc., etc., etc. So Hollywood, Hollywood, playing devil's advocate, where they promote satanic cults and bewitching, jadoo, black magic, witchcraft. So holly comes from the holly tree. The Druids used as wands for witches, for jadoogers, for magicians. But it's not a fallacy. They believe that the wand had power to transfer. So the movies showing power transformation, taking out power, expounding power. Harry Potter is a satanic school. It's a satanic cult to impregnate the concept, this ideology amongst the youngsters, where you move, you say things and you get things done. But that's a satanic Dajjali system. Then a lot of these movies have superpowers, transfer of power, superheroes. There's only one hero, the Rasul of Allah. The real heroes, Sahaba, they were superhumans. So there's no such a thing of heroes and people can do A, B, C, D, E, F. It's the Hollywood showing through Satanism into this Dajjali system. Now you will have the power to fly. Now you will have the power to control people. Now you will have the power to put spells on people. So it's creating a cult. And Holly itself also was for creating in the minds of people, it was used for protection. So again, Deen will protect us, Allah will protect us. Now we will do a spell and it will protect us. Then the Holly has also got to do what magic concerning sleep. So the person is sleeping, there's dreaming. They put in subliminal messages. They're making you dream of a life, dream of a world, dream of this year. And if you look at the astrology, the Celtics and paganism, the origin was black magic. And part of this here was immodesty, the Illuminati. It's promoting behayai, it's promoting shameful behavior, it's promoting immodesty. So here Hollywood is creating idols who you worship. Idols, our real idols, a real idol singular is Allah. We need to be worshipping Allah. And our real heroes are Anbiya and Sahaba. So they will remove uluhiyat, Allah, from your equation. They will remove Anbiya and Sahaba. Now if we look at it, in the movies, they'll make movies where they'll show that human gods, thus God came down, he had a relationship, and then now there's a semi-god, a demigod. This is the highest level of shirk. Because you're saying gods, plural, na'uzubillah. You are ascribing sifat of Allah to creation. So it's promoting the highest level of kufr and shirk and disbelief and ascribing partners to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They promote rebel without a cause. That's shaitan. At least shaitan got a cause. He wants to take everybody to Jahannam. But you must rebel against the system, rebel against Allah, rebel against the Sunnah, rebel against your parents. So another thing about the holly tree is a person who carries these leaves, it will make him irresistible to women. Again, promoting fornication, adultery, infidelity, betrayal, disloyalty. So these are alat and instruments of shaitan. So when somebody is important, the television sahab, Hazrat Wala, then you have a ensuite or main room, yes, it's a bedroom. Now we've dedicated one room in our house for Sheikh TV sahab. There's one room, a TV room, a cinema room dedicated for shaitan. When Dajjal comes in, we got a room so we can listen to Dajjal well. A normal Sheikh has a majlis once a week. This Sheikh has a majlis 24/7, 365 days of the year. Normal Sheikh has one program. The Sheikh has programs for kiddies, for adults, for your likes, for your dislikes. Sheikhs, you want to go to a Sheikh, there's certain requirements. Here, no requirements. Open to all. Keep your child, keep them busy, put them on the TV, put them on the cartoons. A Sheikh has a majlis in a venue. This Sheikh has a global venue everywhere on earth. Even all your rooms in your house now, besides a dedicated room, we've got in our rooms, we've invited Hazrat Sheikh TV Sub in our bedrooms as well. You need to go to your Sheikh. Yeah, your Sheikh came to you. Sheikh doesn't steal. Yes, the Sheikh steals, lies, deceives. He steals your modesty, your haya, your honor. He steals your deen. He'll even steal your Iman. Sheikhs don't have a fee. Yeah? You have to pay fees, license fees. You have to pay upfront, Mr. Television Sub and Netflix and DSTV. So personalized service. As a person wants to watch, they can watch personalized service. A Sheikh shows you to Jannah. Yeah, the shaitan is showing you the road to Jahannam. It is a gathering of drawing the angels of mercy, deen. Yeah, it's a gathering of shayateen and the anger of Allah. So what a world. And if we really want to go into what influence television has, then if we look at it, every child watches around 8,000 murders on television before completing by the age of 18. The average American has seen 200,000 acts of violence, 40,000 murders. And a person who watches 4 hours of TV every day, that's 28 hours a week, it's equivalent to 9 years if he had to live till 65. 9 years of your life wasted. So that's just looking at 4 hours every day. And the average amount of hours, just looking at the US, 250 billion hours are watched annually. If you put a value to $5 per hour, $1.25 trillion of productivity erased. So even just 4 to 6 years old watching and spending time, it's the statistics are phenomenal. So violence is promoted, commercialism. So people learn crime from television, learn mayhem. They learn different bad sifat. They learn the love of dunya. So 92% of all participants say that television makes them materialistic, because you see the nice cars, you see the nice life, the private jets, the first classes of the world. So the number of 30-second TV commercials seen by an average child is 20,000. 20,000. And if a person lives till the age of 65, they've watched 2 million commercials. So it's again just promoting dunya, deception, etc. So the 4 avenues of the heart, what we see, what we hear, what we speak, that will impact our mind, what we think, and it will control your heart. So a lot of warnings. People are very candid about taking pictures, taking images, etc., watching television, keeping the television in their home. But we are partisan to this. أشد الناس عذابا عند الله يوم القيامة المصورون. Commentators have gone into detail. Why is this the most severe punishment in Akhirah? The most severe punishment will be for those who make pictures. So كل مصور في النار. Every image maker is in Jahannam. بكل صورة صورها نفسا. That this image that he made will be given life and it will punish him. So in the olden days, a artist would draw one image. Now we send it on social media, we circulate it a million, a billion. It can go unlimited. وَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنْ ذَهَبَ يَخْلُقُ خَلْقًا كَخَلْقِي. Hadith Qudsi. Who can be more oppressive than a person that creates what Allah has created? Angels don't enter in that house. So many harms, so many nuksans. Yet we don't realize it. Hakim Sahib used to mention something important. He used to say that if a elderly grandmother, somebody looks at her, they wouldn't be inclined, they would not be attracted to her. But now that same grandmother who is in her 80s, somebody shows her image when she was 16 years of age, dressed immodestly, scantily. They will desire her, they'll wish. So somebody, you freeze in time and you freeze in the guna. And you should say secondly is that somebody did this year wrong, they made tawbah, now they got hidayat, they went out in a path of Allah, now they're giving bayan, they ijtimas, they sheikhs, your guna is between you and Allah. Now you created an image of your guna, so even after the ijtima, so hey, but Hazrat, what happened to you? You were here at this place at this time, you committed this guna, you were doing these things here, man, how can you be giving bayan? So it wipes out an entire generation of good, because people will hold you to your gunas. They will tell you. Person's a great grandfather. They'll say, hey, Chacha, we didn't know you were operator. You were in your days. You were a Romeo. We seen over 50 pictures of you with different girls. So something which could have been concealed now becomes exposed. And even when you die, still people will remember you for your evil, for your wrong. You cannot erase it. What will we answer to Allah on the day of Qiyamah? It's easy. It's easy. Take a selfie, take a picture, no problem. Justify it, no problem. But we will stand in front of Allah in that guna that you committed. What's the consequences? Muhammad Maseehullah was so disinclined that when he used to count money, the picture side would be at the bottom. When he used to give hadayah and there's pictures, let's say you give somebody biscuits, there's a picture of a person there. He would make sure he would cut it out. Moulana Yusuf, when he's seen once, some of the young, small children, girls playing, and one of them had a picture of one of the buzruks. Somebody say, hey, here's a picture of the buzruk. Hey, we got his passport copy, passport picture. That is forbidden as well. So Moulana seen it and he tore it. He said, but the girl said, the small child, 7-year, 8-year-old child said, but this was Hazrat's photo. Moulana said, no matter whose photo it is, I will still destroy it. So the consequences, we don't realize when somebody traveled to visit a deceased and he went to the qabr, did whatever it is, then he's seen in a dream that this person here was suffering and struggling. So he got back, told the family, and the son said, you know, we had a container of the family photos. So in this dream, the person said there was a photo somewhere in his house. When he asked the family, they said, yes, we destroyed everything. But the son said, no, I kept one picture of my father as a memory. After it was destroyed, this person seen him, that he was now relieved of the hardship that he was undergoing. Hakim Akhtar Sahib, rahmatullah alayhi, even when he used to travel, you go to in transit, you stop for wherever it is, there's a television set. He used to cover the television set. So he used to say that this is used for ma'asiyah, disobedience, music, immoral scenes. And I don't even want to see the instrument of sin. Although no sin is taking place now while it's switched off, I don't even want to see the instrument of sin. Ismail Arabi was a resident of Medina Munawwara, once seen Nabi alayhi salam in a dream, he heard a knock on the door. It was the Nabi of Allah and Abu Bakr. And he invited them in. Nabi alayhi salam was angry and said, there's a television set in your house. I will not enter it. Immediately when he woke up, he destroyed it. So, and the consequences, a person that makes a video, mocks somebody. There was one person who was, the Musalli was reading Salah and the Imam was reading long rakat. Somebody videoed it. Nauzubillah. He went to the Imam and made the Imam make salam and finish his salah quite quickly. Anybody from that majma who laughed or anybody who watched that video may become kafirs, may come out of the fold of Islam. It is mocking salah, it is mocking deen. So we are putting these instruments of poison, of toxin. We are saying we're worried about our family. The young girl, it's a long story where the mother tried to get hold of her, couldn't, went to the room, father broke the door, found her dead with the television stuck to her, asked ulama what to do. You have to make a ghusl with the television set, then take to the qabr, you have to bury her with the television. Dug the grave, found a serpent, what to do? Dig another grave. You dig the entire earth, ulama told him you'll find the serpent, throw her in the grave with the television set and the serpent waiting for her. So these are all the consequences. We need to be turning to Allah and introspect. Eventually the consequences are visible in front of our eyes. We can justify what we want, but when we see the tsunami and the earthquake and the volcano of what these instruments are bringing, it shouldn't be that we are too late. May Allah give us the reality. The amal for today is to engage in deen, study with the ulama, study deen, study the masail, at-tafakkuru fiyya adilu siyam. Pondering on this knowledge is equivalent to fasting. وَمُدَارَسَةُ تَعْدِلُ الْقِيَامِ. Its teaching, it is equal to standing, it's equivalent to making ibadat the entire night. So a lot of virtue, may Allah give us tawfiq of making amal. وَآخِرُ دَعْوَانَا أَنِ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ.